Hey, how's it going? Jeremy. I came across a story about allergies. There's a picture of a little kid who's allergic to something. The story is from the Daily Mail. The title reads, Parents Turn on Mom, or Mum, because they're from Australia there, who packed peanut butter and nuts in her kid's lunchbox. So this story is just tragic, horrible, disgusting. Before we get into it, if you've been watching and you've enjoyed my content, it would help me out a lot if you gave me a like, a thumbs up. I've got Patreon, subscribe star. So this story is from Australia, Daily Mail Australia. I doubt this is what that mom packed here. We're going to go ahead and read this. A mum, has been slammed by parents after saying she wants to send her son to school with a lunchbox that contains peanut butter sandwiches and nuts. The Australian woman posted on Facebook where she said her school-age son is addicted, that's a good choice of words, to peanut butter and raw nuts, and he can't go a day without them and has no allergies. Well, I would say you're kind of a poor mom if you can't restrict that on your child. I mean, I understand kids are picky, but they're children. They don't make the rules for anything. Why is this forbidden in school and kindergarten? My son doesn't share his food. The woman unwittingly wrote. Ooh. We'll get into it. Do other kids get allergies from the smell? She writes. Question mark. It wasn't long before dozens of other parents, many of whom had children with nut allergies, weighed in and said that the mother was being unfair, even considerate, giving her son nuts. Other children can have a life-threatening anaphylactic reaction simply by touching a surface that a child who has touched peanuts without washing their hands has touched, one parent posted. Well, yeah, and where does this parent live? Next door neighbor? I'm sure it was. Another added, if my child was to pick up a pencil that your child has previously used after eating nuts, she would have an anaphylactic reaction. I'm sure this is the neighbor on the other side where she lives. Our school daughter's school is nut-free, and it definitely helps ease my mind knowing that she is somewhat safer there. Oh, really? Well, hooray. Others highlighted that nut allergies can be potentially fatal. Really? And they live to tell about it? And the woman should avoid feeding her son nuts in a school setting and instead giving them to him at home. Just leave the nut stuff at home, and it's not that hard when a child's life is at risk. Yeah, no kidding. Good point. One mom wrote. You go, Mom. That's Karen, by the way. Another mom added, kids hold hands and touch each other. It's a small sacrifice for safety. Safety! Yes! Because think of the children. And I don't care about this one. So if you can't tell, I'm being a little sarcastic here because this whole story is just clickbait. It's trying to induce your emotions to get you angry and upset. It has her horrible wording. It has no information to back it up. It's just some Twitter tweeting nonsense, just gibberish. So let's take a look here. How many kids are allergic to peanuts? 2.5%, that's it? 2.5% of kids. Peanut allergies have seen a 21% increase among children in the United States since 2010. Almost We're almost there, not quite. 2.5% of children may be allergic to peanuts, according to the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. You know what? I've heard about this. While I don't have kids, plenty of my friends and family do, and they've talked about this. And one of the things that they've learned, because they got caught up in this hype with this peanut butter, peanut nut allergy scare that went on, that they found out that it's actually bad to not give your children peanuts and peanut butter, because most kids have an allergic reaction to it, and if you give it to them while they're young, they can overcome it, and then they don't have a problem with it. But if you miss out, then they can have these allergies for the rest of their lives. So in other words, your child kind of has to build up an immunity to it. And it's not by sheltering or taking it away from them. That is the opposite of what you want to do. Oh my goodness, what's this? How many kids are allergic to milk? 2.5%. Allergy to cow's milk is the most common food allergy in infants and young children. About 2.5%, about, of children under 3 years old are allergic to milk. Nearly all infants who develop an allergy to milk do so in their first year of life. Oh, and then there's some horrible picture of some kid. That kid must have just gone nuts with the milk, because it looks like he just splattered that all over his face. Maybe it was the smell. Oh, what's this? How many kids are allergic to eggs? 2%. Experts estimate that as many as 2% of children are allergic to eggs. Fortunately, studies show that about 70% of children with an egg allergy will outgrow the condition by age 16. You know, I never would have thought such a thing. That kids just get sick with every damn thing under the sun because their immune systems are just as weak as can be. And that as they get exposed to these things and as they grow up and get older, that a lot of these things just pass, that they're just phases for many kids. Oh, what's this? How many kids are allergic to pollen? And according to, again, ACAAI, seasonal allergies may affect up to 40% of children, holy crap, and 30% of adults. Man, just absolutely horrible. We should get rid of eggs and milk, and we need to completely enclose children off in bubbles so that they can't breathe pollen either. So, how many kids are allergic to penicillin? 5 million kids in the United States, age 18 or younger, are identified as being allergic to penicillin, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. Holy crap. Well, no more penicillin for any of these kids. Because as the article says, you know, we're concerned about child safety. You know, just do that stuff at home. They can get the penicillin at home. Schools don't need to have this. Same thing with eggs and milk and pollen. Oh. Oh. Latex. Such as with latex gloves. According to the CDC and prevention, latex allergies affect 1 to 6% of Americans. Oh, this is so bad. It meant Americans, young and old. It may range from mild to severe. In some cases, it can even be life-threatening. No more latex gloves for nurses at school. And cafeteria women and personnel there cannot wear any kind of plastic latex gloves when serving food either. Oh, it's horrible. What about the safety of the children? Many people get sick from allergies. Allergy conditions are one of the most common health issues affecting children in the U.S. Oh! How many people die from allergies? Well, how many? I haven't read this yet. It doesn't say how many. Why did you ask the question if you didn't even answer it? What are the costs of allergies? The annual cost of allergies exceeds $18 billion. Food allergies cost about $25 billion each year. Outdoor allergies, skin allergies, food allergies, drug allergies, latex allergies, insect allergies. All of these should ban. What about the children? Damn! Oh, here's a good one.
Contact with water is very dangerous.
And now her parents must figure out ways to keep her healthy without giving little Ivy any water to drink or bathe in.
What? This little girl's allergic to water? Oh, no more water for these children. Think about the children, you monsters.
Thanks, Christina Palladino here with more on this rare condition. Christina, I've never heard of anything like this.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. These parents tried everything to figure out what was going on with their daughter. It all started about 6 months ago. Her reactions are so bad, she even gets blisters from sweating or tears.
Do not sweat anymore. Any child that sweats or cries is going to be, they're going to have school suspension. They're going to have detention. No more crying, no more sweating. Just all children must stop. Think of the health and the well-being of these poor innocent children like this. What's her name? I don't know.
On her face.
With her bright blue eyes and adorable smile, Ivy Angerman is full of energy and curiosity.
It's the Angermans. They are angry men. Right there. Brittany Angerman. You angry little thing, you. Why are you angry? Kids allergic to the sun. The condition often arises in early adulthood, but young children sometimes contract a related allergy, juvenile spring eruption, that tends to attack the ears and face. Oh my goodness, no more sun for children. Think of the children's health and safety. Health and safety is our top priority. Allergic to air. If you start to feel unwell when you turn on the air conditioning, several airborne allergens could be to blame. Air conditioning units can also spread bacteria and viruses. Biological contamination can cause allergic reactions, including, and listen, no more air, no more AC. Turn off the AC. Hold your breath. And in the picture. So this was just a great article right here. It did not do enough. So peanuts need to be forbidden at school, as well as milk, eggs, latex, air, sun, water. Oh, it's just the horrendous things that these parents are doing by allowing these children to do these things. I mean, other children can have a life-threatening reaction. I mean, same thing with all these others. So let's add those to the list. Joking around aside, let's be a little more serious. So in other words, this woman is saying, you know what? My kid doesn't have any problems with this. Why does my kid have to do special things because of your kid? It's like, well, yeah. You know, how many other kids are going to that school and they have all different kinds of allergies? How are you supposed to know that? I don't. There are going to be people who are going to watch this video and they're going to have allergies, and I'm not going to know anything about it, and nor do I care. And it's just simply because there's nothing that I can do about it. And I'm not going to give up my rights or my freedoms or anything because of you, because there's nothing I can do about it. That's only something that can be done with those people. If your child has a peanut allergy, or if you do, then that's on them. And it sucks, and it's horrible, but that's life. Life isn't fair. So the point that I'm trying to make with all this stuff is that you're going to be able to find somebody out there who's allergic to everything. I don't mean one person allergic to everything, but the reverse. That you'll find someone out there who's allergic to trees. You'll find someone who's allergic to grass. You'll find someone who's allergic to paint or to water or to coffee, Coke, caffeine, whatever. I'm not going to give all these things up because that would literally mean giving everything up. You need to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. But the rest of us don't need to suffer because of it. So whatever those steps are, because you can make the school, for example, peanut and peanut butter free, but what about the rest of the world? Your kid's going to that school that they don't have peanuts. Well, what happens if that kid's just out and about, just at a store? If I want to eat damn peanuts, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. You can bite me. I feel sorry for you, but I'm not going to go around my town for the rest of my life trying to guess who's allergic to what. That is literally impossible. These things that I pulled up, these were just some of the things that I knew of. These are just the most common, most ridiculous things that I could think of. Milk, eggs. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's not my fault, and it's not my problem. I don't know what you expect me to do about it. I'm not going to stop drinking water or milk or eating eggs or enjoying the sun because there's some kind of issue with you. I hope it works out. I wish you the best. But I've got my own life. I have my own concerns. I have my own things that are going on with me. And this isn't one of them. I mean, it's just that simple. I can't do anything for it. And I'm not going to change my life for you. Now, whenever I come over to your place and you're like, yeah, hey, my kid's got a peanut allergy or whatever. You know what, if you've had peanuts, could you go wash your hands or whatever? Fine, no problem. It's your home. But whenever you go out, then it's you who have to accommodate yourself to society, that one person who has the issue, and not all those other. There's over 7.5 billion people in the world? No. If we tried to do that and we tried to account for every single person out there, you would literally do nothing. We'd all be wrapped up in bubbles. We couldn't go outside. You wouldn't be able to eat anything. I don't know how you would do it. But this is just an article, just that it's based trying to get a reaction out of your emotions. It's based off of fear. They didn't tell you what the percentage was. These people who are posting here, who are responding, they're not her neighbors. These are people on the other side of the planet who are just virtue signaling, they're grandstanding, they're privileged people who think that I'm better than you and I can tell you what to do. It's like, no, you don't. You know, what allergies do I have? What are my issues? Should I force those down your throat? It's like, no, of course not. So just whenever you're reading articles, whenever you're watching these videos, try to think, what kind of content is this being presented to me in? You know what? It's like, well, there's no contents here. They're not saying who these people are who are responding. Because they're just nobodies. They're just worthless people. And I mean it, worthless people, that they have absolutely nothing better to do than to post about some woman. I'm sure some of these people were on the other side of the planet. I promise you that there were some Americans, some Canadians who were responding to this, and it's like, shut up, you stupid Karen. I don't give a damn. I'm going to stop because whenever I think about these people who just want to dictate to everyone else, it makes me sad and it makes me mad. gonna go ahead and I will have links in the description below too with this article and of this one right here, I suppose. Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go take a look at it yourself. I'd be interested. Do you think that you can find something out there that people aren't allergic to? Because I mean, I found allergic to water, sun, and air. Good luck on that quest. Anyways, gonna stop it here. Like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. If you too are tired of being lied and manipulated, help me out because we're gonna build that website, and we will see you again later.